Hey everybody, welcome to the Moe and O show. Ooh, welcome to the Moe and O photo show. My name is Moe Morales.
And I'm Omar Gonzalez.
And we're here coming to you from quarantine day 75 in the rest of this world.
Are you in your bunker, buddy?
I'm bunkered down in the bunker.
You got cans of Goya behind you?
You know, I don't have cans. I have the watered down version where I just put a little water in it and let it get soft. Did your mom used to do that? Make the beans, all the hard beans, and let them set overnight?
Yeah, Mom used to make beans like in the morning. Like she used to just boil them all day.
My mom would either sit them in water the night before, so when she came home from work, they were ready to go.
Yeah, that's right. Overnight soak in.
Yeah.
Beans are hot now, man. Beans are hot.
It made no sense to me why she was doing it until I had to make my own. And I'm like, I'm just going to buy the can, you know?
Yeah, I still use cans, man. I think the beans are good. So, guys, we want to say a quick hello and hoping that everyone is hunkered down and safe and following their government's instructions to never go out again.
Don't you get out that house! The longer you stay out, the sicker I can get. I'm a delicate little flower.
Yeah, you know, someone put it perfectly that this is a strange problem because you don't see it in front of your face. It's a strange thing. You're in your house, quote, bored, lounging around, right. But really there's people scrambling in a hospital. You know, people...
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're doing your part by doing nothing. And
then, you know, it just takes one moron to deliver pizza that he's just coughed all over you, and then you're done.
Yeah, I know.
So it's funny, I'm very worried about myself because of my immune system to begin with, because it's a little compromised. But then this morning I coughed once, and it went into a whole world of, you know, was that hypochondriac?
Oh my God!
I'm dying now. You know, like. So if I die after this podcast, you know what happened.
No, I mean, the kids in the house will sneeze, and we're like, coronis.
You don't have tranquilizers? Take them down.
Take them down. Yeah, tackle the kid.
Take them down.
So we are coming to you from Quarantine Live. We're going to do a little bit of a quarantine episode because we actually had some episodes on the docket that we recorded before all this went down. But we really felt it wasn't appropriate to come out with, like, one of them was on the Canon 5R. You know, like, we're going to talk
Everything
gear.
Is happy. Yeah. The world is perfect.
Yeah, the world is perfect. Canon 5R. So we thought that was a little silly for what's going on. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we're doing and what you could do as a photographer indoors. Maybe some hints on things that'll keep you busy.
Hey, we even thought of a fun little shared activity as a group that we could all do together.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so Omar and I decided yesterday in our pre-meeting.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you a story, folks. We already recorded this episode, okay? Let me tell you a little story. My friend, so he ruined the entire last episode. We actually recorded an episode. We had a great time. But he didn't use a headphone for his Skype. Yeah. So I showed up on his microphones on his recording, and it would have been an editing disaster. So I just said, let's just do again. Let's just talk again. So
he just lacked the motivation, folks. He was just not.
I would have to have clips every time you were talking, every time I was talking, I was showing up on your audio track. It was annoying.
All right, so back to the fun stuff.
All right, so in this episode, we're thinking of coming up with some things you can do if you're bored inside and you have a camera. What are some things that maybe you can do to, hone your skills as a photographer? So what do you think, Mo?
Well, I'm thinking, the first way to get better at photography is understanding the model. So that means you should become the model in this next project of ours, our first project, actually. So why don't you find a creative way to capture yourself and, either tell us a little bit about yourself through a photo.
Oh, I like that.
Or just... I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
That's a great idea. So you're saying an environmental portrait. That way we can, because we could all do a headshot, and that would just be, we could all do a headshot, and we won't know anything about the person. But if someone maybe collects dolls, they could take a picture with all their porcelain dolls.
Actually, no, we won't judge you. We won't judge you.
No, but I love that idea. So, and then the first we're gonna do a assignment.
Our very first Moe and O photo show assignment. Take a self-portrait of yourself with something telling us about you.
Love it.
That way we are always in front of your face, especially when you're pooping. So now it's time for you guys to show us a little bit of yourself.
That's great. So the first assignment, environmental portrait, but include something that says something about you. Now, you could take the photograph if you set up a timer and a tripod, of course, but we are allowing, you could probably get your family involved too.
They're bored too. So.
Yeah, they're bored too. So if you want to get the kids involved or a spouse or a partner and have them join in on the photography, because chances are not everyone in the house is into photography, give someone a task. They have to be the photographer.
And what we're asking you to do is put these on Instagram and tag the Moe and O photo show. I don't know. I think that should be fine, right?
Yeah, we'll put it up here we'll tag at the Moe and O photo show, and I'll include a hashtag that we come up with.
Right, and as long as it's not filthy dirty, you know who I'm talking
Take
about.
Those too. Private message, Mo.
Yeah, DM, son. So no, as long as it's clean, we'll share with the community. That way we can get to know each other as a whole, because we are a whole.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of song.
So if you were doing it right now, what would be your environmental portrait if you were planning right now? What is Mo's environmental portrait?
It'd be a lot of tech and food in the background,
In the tub with an iPad and a hot dog.
I might be sitting in a bowl of chili holding two phones, because beans around the nipples, that's nice and warm.
Son. I love it. I don't know. I think I would definitely do something maybe with guitar, or maybe I'll do something. I play guitar, so maybe I'll do something like that.
A guitar hero, Omar, on a bike with a laser beam guitar. I'm an adult. I come up with these things.
Totally. Now, if you are alone, a couple of things you need to think about is lens choice. You probably want something, if you have very distracting backgrounds in your home, maybe pick something that has a aperture that goes very low so you could blur out the background. And also lighting is pretty important. So your best bet is probably a very large window where there's great lighting coming in.
And if you live in the basement where the windows are this big, I'm holding my two fingers apart, 1 inch apart. If you're living in a basement, then you know what? Take your best incandescent light and just set your white balance correctly.
Good point.
Phones can do white balance. Cameras can do white balance. And most of you guys already know this, but just don't be afraid that if you don't have a great big window for natural lighting, whatever you got, get out there and do something. The purpose of this is to, 1, keep busy, sane, and 2, help us understand each other, introduce each other to ourselves. Yeah. I don't know what I just said.
No, I totally understood your dumbness. Do you think people are more, people are going to be more social now? Have you thought to reach out to people, that you didn't reach out to, and now we're all indoors? No.
No. I spend so much time on the phone during my 9 to 5 that I just am not a reacher outer kind of guy.
Oh yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I don't speak to anyone ever, and now that everyone's kind of indoors, I want to reach out to people just to make sure they're okay. And I know I have some friends that are solo. They're they're quarantined alone. And so they're the ones that I want to reach out to and do some FaceTime with. And you should probably too, if you have friends that are solo out there and quarantined alone, maybe make it a point to FaceTime with them.
Okay. I mean, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, why are you so selfish? You thinking about yourself?
Because it's all about me, son. There's a rap songs about that somewhere. I'm sure someone might have rapped about it.
Oh, man.
But something else you guys can do, first assignment, a unique self-portrait telling us about yourself.
I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see everyone.
Okay, me too.
All 14 of them, like you said.
Yeah, I think we dropped down to 7, but
the ratings.
So what else you could do? What we'll do is, if we don't record an episode next week, if we do, we don't. Omar, you could edit this. I apologize.
Yeah, it depends how hard. How hard you screw this one up. Okay, go.
Yeah. If we get a chance, we'll record another one next week just to give you another topic. But I think the next topic's already been decided, so you should already have it in the back of your mind. Is tabletop photography. Omar, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so Mo and I are big fans of Don Giannotti. He is a excellent photographer out west in Arizona, and he actually has a tabletop photography course that he ran on Creative Live. And just the minutia of moving lights and controlling lights around a small product. I think he did like a leather boot, a bowling ball, like just putting your mind and sort of tinkering with lighting around a small object really is so inspiring. It kind of like you learn so much about lighting on a larger scale by trying to light things up, and it's actually hard to get good lighting on small objects.
Especially, because you're 9 out of 10 times you're very close to the object. You're not more than a foot away, and you have to. So obviously you have to have a lens that allows you some minimal focus distance within that product range. But it's not impossible. I mean, when I first started doing my own, I'm a professional photographer, product photography. I actually used 4 boxes of cereal, right? 3 actually. I had 3, 2, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So it was like a square shape.
Oh, you made like a little fort.
And then I would lay my camera on the 2 boxes on top, and just shine a little flashlight into the product in the middle.
Oh, that's cool. Make a little.
It was garbage work.
A light box. Yeah.
Yeah, it was garbage work, but it was the beginning of getting better by just trying things out.
Remember, we used to meet up, you and I, and we used to set up lights just to bounce a flash. Or, oh boy, if I'm going to try to find a picture of our first attempts here at doing portraits, they're so bad. Yeah. I don't know if you remember. We set up an umbrella when I used to live in Woodridge.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, you came over, we were trying to learn what lighting did, and we had little did we know that an umbrella light goes everywhere. We're trying to control this lighting.
One of my favorite pictures I've ever taken, and of course the hard drive crashed, was your daughter on the windowsill. You guys used to have like a little bench. Sofa, little bench that she would sit on. It was one of my favorites. She had a little hat on, and I'm like, could she be any cuter? And of course, I lost that picture because that's who I am.
Oh, well, that's a perfect segue for the next thing you could do while you're indoors. It's the things we never have time for. And one of the things we usually don't have time for is safekeeping our photographs. And I think now is a good time to sit and, 1, clean up your hard drives for maybe photographs that are rejects and can get rid of so you can save some space. And 2, if those of you that don't have a automatic online sort of backup that's going on, you should probably do that in the next few weeks since we have time. Is what are your backup solutions for your precious photographs? What are you doing now?
Myself, I use the backup drives I have here, and then SmugMug. That's about it.
Yeah, but you physically have to back up your photos, right? That's where I am too.
I have it so once I put it, I bring them in through Lightroom, and once I create them in Lightroom, I save a copy of the RAWs and a copy of the processed JPEGs.
Good. So there's a couple of solutions you could do for the cloud. One of them, if you're just getting started, is if you have a lot of people have Amazon, and they don't know that Amazon Photos gives you unlimited photo backup. You could actually export all your JPEGs that you've ever made and put them on Amazon. If you're on Amazon and you're planning to stay on Amazon, might as well throw all your photos up there in case something, God forbid, happens in your house.
I've seen that in my benefit wrap up. I've never actually thought about using it though, because I have the Apple Cloud that I pay for the extra storage, as well as the extra storage on Google.
Yeah, I have the extra storage on Google too.
I never thought about
unlimited photos. I don't think there's anything that Google has that Amazon, can beat that.
What Google has is free unlimited high definition versions of your photos, right? So you could have a good quality backup. It won't be the same level.
Oh, I get it. It won't be the original 20 megabyte file. Yeah, got it.
Right, but you still have a high quality output.
Is it only stuff that's from your Google phones and your Google like pictures you take on the phone, or you can drag in your stuff. Oh,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've uploaded photos from multiple sources.
Awesome.
I'll double check on the computer part, but definitely from everything else.
Oh, that's great.
iPad, stuff like that.
The other thing I use is SmugMug, like Mo mentioned, and if you have Lightroom, and this is the reason I stick with Lightroom, is just by a push of a button, there's what's called publish services, and you can set up a publish service that's called a smart folder. And basically, it is always looking at your keywords or your stars or your color codes, and it fills up a smart gallery. So let's say you love photographs in the color, you just label the blue photographs for all the keepers. Then that smart folder will fill up with all your blue labels. And then every now and then hit that little publish button, and your full JPEGs get sent up to the cloud. Now there's no raw file backup, but at least you have your pristine
it's always
JPEGs.
better to have them. Yeah, I think honestly, because the JPEG quality of the SmugMug was so good, it actually saved the job of mine. So don't sleep on those JPEGs.
Yeah, totally.
So listen, take a photo of yourself, include the environment, so let us know. It lets us know more about you. Thank you just for taking the time to watch and listen to us, because we know you got so many other things going on more important right now. But we're here to help distract you with stupidity, and that's where that's where we're full
blunders.
Of stupidity. Yes, that peaked probably.
God, you're okay. All right, man. Stay safe. It's always great to see you. It's kind of weird to see you virtually, man.
It is, but it's better that way. I'm delicate and contagious.
Because I haven't showered all day.
Oh man, you know what? That happened the other day. I was like, "Did I shower today?" I'm like, so might as well jump in anyway.
Yeah, that's funny you say that, because sometimes I'm gonna work out. Like I wake up in the morning and I usually shower at night, or I'll shower during the morning. Do you a night shower or morning shower guy?
I am a water waster both.
Really, you shower at night and then the morning?
Yes.
Why? What are you doing? Are you sweating in the bed there?
It's a Marine Corps thing that I never broke out of. I would get up, run, shower in the morning. Then I would get home, have to work out, and shower at night. So you do that for 6 years. It just stays part of your brain.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. No, I'm usually shower in the morning.
The quality.
But if I'm going to work out, I'll usually skip that shower in the morning, because I'm going to get it sweaty at 10 a.m. And then it's like, if I don't work out, then it's like, did I shower?
Everything was slowed down for a second. So
Let's wrap it up, because I'm losing you, brother. It's the government. They know we're talking about COVID-19.
Oh, gosh! Abort! Abort! All right, bye.
Trump, you're doing an excellent job. Yeah.
High five me.
All right. See you guys.